After the first day of training camp, Miami Heat head coach Erik Spoelstra couldn't stop talking up Drew Smith, to the extent that his standing with the team has become painfully obvious. Smith isn't going anywhere, and he's likely to play a big role for the Heat once he is officially clear. SPO didn't hide his love for Smith, and it completely explains why the Heat moved quickly to sign him during the offseason, once the opportunity arose after the Haywood-Highsmith trade. What he has is a superpower. I wish you could take some of that and just apply it to other players. When I say superpower or superpowers, it's a level of grit, it's a level of fortitude, perseverance. However you want to describe it, he has no quit in him. SPO on Smith. Smith was recently cleared for 5 on-court work, but it remains to be seen how far away he is from the training staff taking the complete training wheels off of him as he continues to recover from an Achilles injury. He's certainly close, and his participation in the team's first day of practice was a good sign. Drew Smith could play a big role for the Heat. Before his season-ending injury last year, Smith was quickly emerging as an important player for the Heat off the bench. During the month of December, before his Achilles injury, Smith was averaging 8 points and 3 rebounds on 52% shooting from the field and 56% shooting from three-point range on 24 minutes played per game. What makes Smith such a weapon for SPO off the bench is the fact that he also plays stingy defense on the other end of the floor. It's a big if, but if Smith can get back to that level at some point this season, he could be the backup point guard that the Heat need behind Davion Mitchell. It could help take some of the rookie pressure off the shoulders of Kasparas Jakušionis, who, if his summer league showing was any indication, probably isn't ready to log consistent minutes. With the way SPO glowed about him after the first practice of training camp, it's pretty clear that Smith wasn't just a signing to fill out the rest of the Heat's roster. Smith is a valued player in the Heat's organization. Whether fans agree with that assessment or not, SPO loves what Smith can bring to the table this season, and what SPO feels matters a lot. Once he's fully given the green light from the training staff, you'd have to imagine Smith is going to be a consistent part of the Heat's rotation. That much has become abundantly clear. With the 2025-26 season approaching for the Miami Heat, the team is looking for many players to step up, especially with the biggest news surrounding the team. As Heat star Tyler Herro suffers from a foot injury that will make him miss the start of the season, one player who could carry some of the weight is Andrew Wiggins. While Norman Powell will no doubt be crucial in Herro's absence, Wiggins is arguably more important as he is capable of being the top scoring option that has some semblance of the roster aside from Bam Adebayo. However, it was clear to see that the comfort level from the former number 1 overall pick was not at a high point. On the other hand, Wiggins has settled down with his family in Miami, went through a whole summer, and with the star going through his first training camp with the team, he explains the difference in his comfort level. He also goes into why he loves the organization after being traded from the Golden State Warriors in the Jimmy Butler deal during last trade deadline. When I first got here, it was more trying to get situated with the players, with the coaches, and finding my spots, Wiggins said Tuesday at Florida Atlantic University for the first day of training camp. Now, being around the facility, in almost every day, seeing the coaches, building up that chemistry, being comfortable. I love the competitive nature, love the toughness, not only from the players but from the coaching staff, Wiggins continued. Everyone's main goal is to win. Do whatever it takes to win. Last season in 19 games, Wiggins averaged 19 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 2.6 assists per game, while shooting 45.8% from the field and 36% from deep. Heat's Erik Spoelstra on noticing Andrew Wiggins' comfort level. There's no doubt that it was a hectic summer for Wiggins, especially regarding his future with the team, given the Heat star's involvement in numerous trade rumors. However, he would say that he doesn't pay attention too much to social media and trade speculation. Miami head coach Erik Spoelstra would say during Monday's media day that he has noticed Wiggins getting more comfortable due to his family being around him, so now he can focus on being an impactful player for the team. I'm very pleased with where Wiggs is right now heading into camp. He's in terrific shape, Spoelstra said. He's been in the gym really since the middle of July, but he moved his family down here. His best games, not so coincidentally last year, is when his family visited. And that's the type of human being he is. He just wants to have his people around him, The support group and his family and kids are amazing. He's put in the time. You can just see it on his face, Spoelstra continued. And I think, he's proven himself in this league that he can be such an impactful player, both ends of the court. He can be elite as an offensive player, he can be elite top of the food chain defensively when he's on top of this game, and I think he's healthy, he's in shape, and we'll need all of that from him to embrace being great. Wiggins looks to have a productive season for Miami as he continues to work in training camp before the first preseason game on Saturday in Puerto Rico against the Orlando Magic. The Los Angeles Lakers find themselves in NBA trade discussions with speculation surrounding Andrew Wiggins. With Luka Doncic secured long-term and LeBron James still leading the charge, the front office is looking for a versatile two-way wing to complete its championship puzzle. Wiggins, a former number 1 overall pick and 2022 NBA champion, could be exactly what Los Angeles needs. How a Wiggins to Lakers trade could take shape. The most realistic framework involves a multi-team trade. In this scenario, the Los Angeles Lakers would send Rui Hachimura, Dalton Knecht, and draft picks as part of a package to the Miami Heat. Miami could also loop in the Brooklyn Nets, creating a 3-team swap where Los Angeles acquires Andrew Wiggins, along with Jamie Jaquez Jr. from Miami and Drew Tim from Brooklyn. Miami, meanwhile, would receive younger players to reshape its roster. The Heat are holding firm on their demands, insisting on a first-round pick in addition to young assets to offset Wiggins' $28.2 million salary for 2025-26 and his $30.2 million player option for 2026-27. Why the Los Angeles Lakers want Andrew Wiggins? For the Los Angeles Lakers, the move makes basketball sense. Defensive stability. Wiggins' ability to guard multiple positions would plug a glaring hole in Los Angeles' perimeter defense. Playoff reliability. He was instrumental in Golden State's 2022 title run and brings valuable postseason experience. Offensive consistency. Averaging 19 points, 4.2 rebounds, and 3.3 assists last season with Miami, Wiggins provides scoring in catch-and-shoot and isolation sets. What the Heat would gain in return. The Heat's motivation is rooted in flexibility and growth. Cap relief. Offloading nearly $30 million in salary creates much-needed breathing room. Youth infusion. Players like Hachimura could develop into long-term contributors. Future planning. Extra cap space sets Miami up for major moves in 2026. My 2 cents on who wins the trade. In the immediate future, the Los Angeles Lakers would come out ahead. Andrew Wiggins checks every box for a team aiming to win now alongside Doncic and James. His defensive versatility and championship background could push Los Angeles into serious contention in the West. For Miami, the upside lies in the long game. Cap flexibility and youth development matter, but the Heat risk weakening their present roster by losing one of their most reliable two-way contributors.